Hello everyone, welcome to Street Outlaws Update channel. Today we're talking about Farmtruck and AZN's new role in street racing. From the beginning of the popular Street Outlaws series on the Discovery Channel, fans have adored Farmtruck and AZN. They have established a name for themselves in the street racing industry because to their distinctive cars and grounded personalities. However, a lot of viewers have been wondering what happened to Farmtruck and AZN as the series has changed. They're still racing, are they? The history of AZN and Farmtruck. Oklahoma City, natives. Farmtruck, Sean Whitley, and AZN, Jeff Bonnet, rose to prominence on Street Outlaws very fast. On the show, their trademark car, a 1970 Chevy long bed truck that they lovingly called Farmtruck, came inseia try si da bikori ki fi kini wan z symbol pinta me by p beliel. Farmtruck's stealth appearance, rusty exterior with a strong engine, embodied the duo's modest yet formidable presence on the street racing scene, in contrast to the high-performance, elegant automobiles of their rivals. AZN, who is frequently seen as the pair's spokesperson, added charm and wit to balance Farmtruck's more subdued manner. When combined, they offered a welcome diversion from the fierce competition and high-stakes races that defined the series. Changing positions in the world of street racing. The emphasis switched to more competitive, high-budget racing as Street Outlaws grew and added spin-offs like No Prep Kings and Fastest in America. Although they continued to participate, Farmtruck and AZN started looking into other options inside the franchise. They have taken on mentorship responsibilities in recent years, sharing their vast experience of the street racing sector and offering advice to aspiring racers. Even though they don't always drive in televised races, their participation in events like Outlaw Armageddon and appearances at different car shows have allowed them to stay involved with the scene. The beginning of Street Outlaws, exclusively locals, Farmtruck and AZN started a new project in 2023 when they introduced Street Outlaws, Locals Only. This spin-off series gives grassroots racers from all around the nation a stage on which to demonstrate their abilities and vie for attention. Farmtruck and AZN travel to various locations as hosts and mentors, setting up races and providing advice to local talent. Fans have responded favorably to the show, enjoying the return to the origins of street racing and the emphasis on lesser-known racers. The success of the show has been largely attributed to Farmtruck and AZN's sincere love for the sport and dedication to developing fresh talent. Individual projects and ongoing involvement, Farmtruck and AZN have continued to be involved in the automotive industry outside of television. Their official website, okcfarmtruck.com, provides information about their everyday lives, project updates, and goods. They continue to interact with fans and support the culture they helped create by doing everything from custom builds to going to racing events. They provide behind-the-scenes glimpses of their excursions, car projects, and fan interactions on social media, especially Instagram, where they go by the account at FNA405 in particular. Even as their positions on television have changed, these channels have enabled them to stay in close contact with their viewers. Are they still competing? Despite not participating as much as they did in the early days of Street Outlaws, Farmtruck and AZN haven't completely abandoned racing. Through a variety of channels, their involvement has changed to include mentoring, race facilitation, and advancing the street racing culture. They still have a strong influence on the community and are clearly passionate about the sport. Farmtruck and AZN are still very much in the street racing scene, whether it is through event planning, performance, or online interaction with supporters. Last words. The transformation of Farmtruck and AZN from street racers to media figures and mentors demonstrates their versatility and timeless appeal. Their dedication to the street racing community has not wavered, despite the fact that their positions have changed throughout time. They have continued to cultivate a passion for the sport and motivate a new generation of racers through initiatives like Street Outlaws, Locals Only, and their active interaction with fans.